Hi, I'm Cameron Goodman.
And I'm Cameron Gonzalez. And we're in the same room. Yay! Oh, this is the Cam Squared podcast. Where
Mm-hmm.
two girls named Cameron, who are variants of each other, talk about
Mm-hmm.
Loki and other nerd shit.
Okay, we're talking about episode 5.
Journey into Mystery. And you
Mm-hmm.
said that title was stupid.
I did.
um
It's too on the nose.
yeah, the first shot was like some like twisty shot. What
Yeah.
do you call
I
that
don't know what those
time
are
shot?
called.
They used it in Black Panther.
I called it a spinny shot.
Spinny shot. Ariana Grande used it at the beginning of her Sweet and Roll Tour video movie. Why did I say video? Movie. I feel like they use it in other movies too, but
It's probably in Doctor Strange.
I feel like it was in a Thor movie for some reason.
There's a lot
But
of Dutch angles in Thor,
yeah,
which is like tilted. Which I can handle a Dutch angle. Don't prefer it, but I really don't like these spinny ones because like I feel like I have to like move my head
yeah.
to
I'm like, I
like
want to see like the
yeah.
reaction. But yeah, I said the world turned upside down after Sylvie cut off the timekeeper's head, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's a robot."
Mm-hmm. My first note is Ravonna cannot stop lying.
And she's bad at it.
She is.
She's not even a good liar. She just
So is Gugu Mbatha-Raw a good actress because she can act like a bad actress? Yeah.
yes.
She's talking about, I'm just as in the dark as you. I thought it was real. Girl, be quiet.
She's like, I want to find out who lied to me too.
Shut up. I
Bye.
hate you. You know it's your boyfriend, Kang. Shut the fuck up.
And then I just said pruning equals getting sent to the void at the end of
Yeah.
time. But they were like, the end of time is still being written. And I was like, what? Basically, they get dumped into a landfill
Yeah.
of all timelines.
I was right. I was like, this is where all prune things period go.
Where have all the prune things gone?
Mm-hmm.
To a landfill.
And it's full of Lokis because I guess everyone else is bad at surviving.
What do Loki's wait, what makes a Loki a Loki? They survive.
Mm-hmm. Except for a frog Thor is still alive, but it's probably because he's buried under a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Um Croaky is confirmed to actually be an alligator. So now he is Alliloki.
Yes, we stand. We also stand Kid Loki.
Kid Loki's Nexus event was that he killed Thor
I was like, wow, what a G.
as a child.
Yes. I was like, period. I mean, that's bad. Don't commit fratricide, but also period.
I was like, yikes. I'm scared of him, but he's also so cool.
Yeah. He was like, what was your Nexus event, Your Majesty? He's like, I killed Thor. He was like, oh.
They're like,
I see.
oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Loki. His Nexus event was that he faked his death for Thanos, and then he went to live out his days on his planet all on his own. But he missed Thor, and he tried to go visit him, and they were like, nope.
So, no closure for you. No happy family relationships for you, bitch.
That sucked. But yeah, so Dead Loki was a projection. He said blades are dumb. We're magical. Why are we so? Why is blades our choice of weaponry?
I mean, remember what I said? Blades will give you a clean kill. I don't know if you remember from another episode, but in medieval battle, they're for instant kills, basically.
Yeah.
Not really instant, just fast.
Then he said Lokis are just the god of outcast, and again I cried.
Rudolph. Well, that was Misfits, wasn't it? Island of Misfit Toys. Oh yeah, so there's a big cloud monster, big time cloud monster named Goliath. He's in the sky. He kind of has like a horse face. And it reminds me of the rhino from James and the Giant Peach that used to scare the absolute fuck out of me. So
yeah. I said Miss Minutes and Ravonna are both terrible liars. Because even Miss Minutes was like, still looking, and then they were talking about some void spacecraft. I was like, bye.
Everyone was like,
oh yeah, like, remember the void spacecraft? Oh right. Can you pull up that file? Like,
it's like, how would you forget some shit like that?
Sylvie was like, y'all are so convincing.
She said, child.
Also, when they go into their little Loki hideout, I think there's like another Roxxon product, which was Roxy wine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
Yeah, it's just like Kirkland wine.
from Costco.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I got a margarita drink from there over there. It's very good though. Um, I also said that was Sylvie's one good memory being with Loki on Lamentus, because I guess so, because I mean she got kidnapped from her home as a child and then was just on the run for her whole life. So I guess having that moment with Loki was like that was happy.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that sucks.
Maybe their Nexus event was that they were both finally happy.
Do Nexus event?
Content.
Yeah.
With life. And they're like, nah, can't have that.
I said, incorrect. You have to die in pain. You can't accept it.
Yeah.
That ruins the fun.
I love the Loki hideout though. It was like a bowling alley / arcade / just dumpster.
Clusterfuck. Oh, what are those little birds running around? I just really want to know what's happening because they look like guinea fowl, except for they don't have heads. They have like floating little dots, like a dot above the eye. And I'm like, are we going to get an explanation?
No, we're not. It's just something that wasn't supposed to happen, so it got pruned.
But it's so weird. Like someone designed that.
Yeah, some scientist was like, "Let me do this," and the TVA was like, "Hell no."
Is it magic? Why is its head floating? You said it was like a Star Wars creature, right?
Well, I was just like, Star Wars has all these weird like creatures.
Yeah, but I feel like the creatures in Star Wars
are like mix of creatures.
Yeah, but it's like they have what do you call it? Analogs in real life. Like the banthas are just like cows. So it's like
I didn't care much about the birds, but you kept focusing on
I just want to know why they're there. Is it because they look funny? What's happening?
I don't know. But we get President Loki finally.
Oh, hold on. Back to Miss Minutes. Is she an AI?
I don't know.
Like Jarvis or something?
I'm done thinking about Miss Minutes.
Okay.
I don't understand what like you were like, oh yeah, it's like Who Framed Roger. What the I cannot talk.
Who Framed Frogger?
Who Framed Frogger Rabbit? Yeah. So I don't want to think about what it is anymore. I don't care.
Yeah.
She's annoying.
I'm just like, because it got made. Like, it's not. It's like a hologram.
It AI like actively hologram. Communicates.
I'm going to say it's an AI hologram. There we go. And it'll lie for Ravonna? Oh, okay.
No, it's too conscious.
Yeah, it made up a lie on the spot.
So I guess maybe it is like Jarvis.
But Jarvis, would Jarvis make up a lie on the spot for Tony?
I don't know.
Vision would, but that's because Vision has like the Mind Stone and all sorts of shit in his head.
Anyways, President Loki. We finally get President Loki. You said that some of his army were also Loki variants because some of them had horns.
Yeah, or like horn type deals.
What if they were like Vikings? I don't know. But if some of them were like Vikings?
I mean, Thor is like a Viking, but he doesn't have horns. He doesn't have the forehead horns. I feel like that's like the signature thing.
Unclear.
You'll put some pictures in, and you can.
I don't think they were Loki variants, but they could have been.
Why do they have horns in the front though?
Because they want to. Because they're following the horned man. To show your loyalty, you dress like him. But yeah. Then we have Sylvie self-pruning to get away from the TVA and to save Loki and to find the timekeepers. Find whoever's behind the timekeepers, really. Because we found the timekeepers. Yeah. They just were robots. And then she does this like mid-escape enchantment. Like it was like a slow shot, but like also quick shot. But she's like, she saw something like in Elias memories. And then Mobius comes and saves her in a pizza cart.
He said, and he pulls up his ka-chow.
Goes, ka-chow, get in. Yeah.
They run away. Some stuff happens.
He's talking to her and he's like, wow, you really are a Loki. He doesn't say wow. He says gosh, but I think he could have been like, wow, you're a Loki. And then we get the "What did you expect?" scene from Loki, President Loki, and it was not at all what I expected.
Just like the DB Cooper thing.
He gets his hand bitten off by Alliloki, and then it was just this crazy fight scene with all these army Loki variants. The black Loki variant turned on everyone, and I was just like, why it had to be the black one?
He turned on them with the exaggerated swagger
in his
of
hammer.
A black teenager. So
yeah, I said classic Loki's powers are so cool.
I mean, I think it's because he's older, like he said, and he must have, like, when he was living by himself, he must have just been casting hella
But even
illusions.
before then, like how he was able to fool Thanos into thinking he really killed him.
I think our Loki could have done that. He's just a dumbass.
So this Loki's just always been smart, you think? Classic Loki's just smarter.
Oh, what the?
It's a moth, girl.
Okay, it fell off the ceiling. Why would it fall if it's got wings?
But yeah, classic Loki was like, God damn it, why are we all so dumb, bruh?
Like, I hate myself.
And they were like, every time we try to prove ourselves, the TVA sends us here. And then we don't learn. They don't learn. They don't learn at all. We have more Machiavellian thought in Marvel because Mobius says to Sylvie, like, oh, like I thought what I was doing was good, and you know, the ends justify the means, whatever.
Yeah. And she was like, kidnapping little girls. That was not a good accent. And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, what about you? She's like, I did what I had to. And she slit like so many people's throats. Like, she can't be talking.
Yeah. It's like, you killed a bunch of people too. My next note was to look up what the USS Eldridge was. I did not do that.
I'll do it right now.
So let's do it right now. But that's the ship that
there's so many ships that have existed in the Navy.
Yeah. But that was the ship that appeared when they were when Loki was like, while life's distracted, I'm gonna kill him. And they were like, oh my god, fire. They were trying to fight it, and that shit said whoosh, like a wave over them. It's just a ship from World War II. There we have it. Maybe their Nexus event was that they were whatever actually happened, they were doing the opposite. So if they won their battle, they were about to lose it. But if they're supposed to die and they were winning, then that's why they showed up there. I guess that's just to show that they're all over the timeline, really. I said, damn, they all look so much alike, because I think at one point we just had old Loki, young Loki, and our current Loki like standing all together watching, like I said, the USS Eldridge. And I was like, damn, like I can see like how that's like you younger, you older. Yeah, Richard E. Grant and Tom Hiddleston kind of look similar.
Okay, I feel like this episode had a very different feel than the other ones. So much so that I looked up who directed it, and it's still Kate Herron who directed all the other ones. I was like, oh, so this one's just...
I also thought this episode was very different, like, feel than the other ones.
I wonder why, because it's the same lady that directed. Whatever. It was just weird.
It was just that twisty shot, spinny shot.
The twisty shot like, set it off.
This had to be something.
I don't know. It's less 60, maybe because there's less of the 60s DMV from hell. Yeah. And it just goes full tilt.
Something about that fight scene, I was like, who did this?
Yeah, why the hell is there an alligator in here? And then it's bit off. It's just, what the fuck?
They let Taika Waititi help out a little.
Yeah, they said, remember how the other stuff was kind of like serious and weird? This is just weird.
Yeah. And then we have Sylvie and Mobius like pulling up on them, and Loki like ran to Sylvie, and I was like, oh, but like also, he didn't hug her.
So far away.
Yeah, why did he stop? I thought they were like gonna run and like hug.
No, but... why did the Mobius?
Why did they just
far away?
Dramatic effect.
So Tom could do some more running, I guess.
Yeah. Sylvie was ready to fight everybody on site. Yeah. Because when they like walked up behind him, she was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "These are my friends. These are us. This is us as a child, us old, us in the future." But yeah.
Alligator.
And then he basically was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna kill Life," and she was like, are y'all all that dumb? Are you all idiots? Like, she's so smart, bro. How
Yeah,
are everyone
she's like,
else?
I'm going to enchant it. And then we get a bunch of stuff that happens. Oh, no, hold on.
I think that was her Nexus event. They were like, you're not a dumbass and you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
you actually have a brain.
Okay, my next note is that so Ravonna goes to see Hunter B-15.
Free Hunter B-15 till it's backwards.
Till it's backwards?
Yeah, Hunter B-15 free instead of free Hunter B-15.
Okay.
You never heard that? The till it's backwards?
No. Anyway, it makes sense though. My brain was... Yeah, okay. Anyway, Ravonna goes to talk to her, and this conversation makes this episode pass the Bechdel test because they're talking to each other about how the TVA isn't real, so they're not talking about a man.
Yeah, Hunter B-15 was like, bitch, you're a dumbass. We all saw that the timekeepers weren't real. And Ravonna was like, why does that change anything? What? Why is she so ride or die for the TVA?
Yeah, you're kind of sus, ma'am.
If it's not Kang.
If it's not Kang, we will.
Then it's her. But like, we even saw that she used to be a hunter, so it can't be her. Like, she wasn't judged the whole time. I don't know. Why is she so ride or die for it? I don't know. But then
it would make sense if it's her boyfriend, you know.
Yeah. Then she was like, then Hunter B-15 told her, like, you only want to find who's really behind this, but like Sylvie needs it. She was like, so basically she was like, you're not about it enough.
She really, yeah. She said, go and try. Get your ass beat again. Okay, so Loki and Sylvie, they have a little conversation when we're sitting on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so they're friends? Not interested in each other? Because Sylvie says, I've never done this before. And Loki says, I don't even know what we're doing. Like, I don't know if we're dating or not. But then she's like, I've never had friends.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're friends, right?
I think they've both, like, never had, like, any type of love connection, like, even platonic. I mean, at this, like, our Loki at this stage hasn't. Because, like, later on, like, him and Thor obviously finally get along. But, like, this Loki still isn't close with Thor. He had his mom. Yeah. But, like, that's...
Yeah.
He never had someone on his level like, there. So I think they were trying to be like, oh, they love each other, like romantic love, but it's really like a platonic, like we're not alone in this world type of thing.
You're saying Loki was just confused before.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I think so. Because even like Sylvie was like, you know, Mobius cares about you. And I was like, is Sylvie on Team Lokius?
You know who would try to fuck Sylvie though? No doubt, President Loki. He would have no reservations about it.
Probably. Also, I was just like, the way he didn't conjure her a new outfit or her own blanket was so rude. She was like, you know what, you could conjure me a new outfit. This outfit is really uncomfortable. And he was just like,
he said red.
He said red, basically. And then he made a blanket for them to share. But I was like, you could have given her own.
First of all, why does he need a blanket? They're both frost giants.
I mean, they don't get cold.
That's what I would assume. Right? Why would they be on that cold ass planet?
I don't know. Why does he wear so much clothes then? With a cape
to flex on the haters.
To flex on the haters. Oh, I guess Mobius told her about the possible crush thing. Because I forgot what she said. She says, I think he was like, oh, so Mobius told you about his theory or like whatever calls their Nexus event on Lamentus. So I guess he told her like, Loki.
Oh, shit, I missed that twice then.
Yeah, he said something about that.
So maybe people calm down on Twitter.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no Sylki, it seems.
But yeah, then he was like, you know, I would never betray you. Because she was like, how do I know I can trust you and that you won't like betray me at the end of this? He was like, I wouldn't do that to you.
What the fuck would be the point of that, honestly?
Why would he do that?
That's what I would have said.
We're besties at this point. They're twins. It's complicated.
Yeah. And also, it's like the thing that they're trying to do is like see who's in charge of all time. It's like, how do I betray you in that scenario?
Does Loki like really want to be in charge of all time? That sounds like a
No,
lot of
that's
stress.
ass.
I wouldn't want that job at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. Then
then
they go. The plan
they enact their plan
to
against Elias.
enchant Elias.
Mobius leaves through his temp pad that Sylvie saved when she escaped. But before then, him and Loki share a hug, and Loki calls him his friend.
No.
Thank you, my friend.
And I was like, that's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was such a cute scene though. But I was also like, why didn't the other Lokis leave with Mobius? They were like, we're gonna stay here. This is our home. I was like,
I mean, and I say because I don't think their realities exist anymore. So it's
they
like,
don't. But why would you want to live on the trash planet where this thing could kill you any moment? Like you're fighting for your life every day.
Living on the edge.
They like we thrive on danger.
Fear, yeah. So then Loki tries to distract the thing so that Sylvie can touch its like arm and not like it eat her. And like it not eat her, you know, her. And then it's like, nah, fuck that. And then so classic Loki.
Wait, before then, he like shoots fire out of like his dagger. And I was like, that looks like a scene from Harry Potter, like with a wand.
First of all, why is Kid Loki so cool? What the fuck? He has a dagger that it can set on fire? Holy shit. That's amazing.
Kid Loki is dope.
Yeah, I'm glad he's still alive.
Maybe.
Another short scene for Marvel. Him killing Thor. Maybe not.
Let's get that episode.
I don't know about seeing a kid kill a kid in Marvel. It might be a bit. They're like, disclaimer, they're 500 years old.
I wouldn't mind seeing the whole like Loki pretending to be a snake thing though, as another short.
They do that. I feel like they do that because they did the whole hammer thing. Like, what does Thor do in between?
Mm-hmm.
And his hammer was asleep in a drawer or whatever.
Oh yeah, when they were first like walking up to Elias, he was like standing on her left side. Is this left? Yeah, her left side.
Yeah.
And then he like walked and then stood on her right, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Do you remember that shot?
No, I don't.
When we were watching it, you were like, "Why did he just move to the other side of her?"
Maybe Tom forgot his mark.
Like he was standing there, and then like he like walked backwards and then just moved to the other side of her, and then like rested on her shoulder, and I was like, "What? Why was that?"
Like this?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. That's weird.
I'll show you after we finish it.
That's weird. Maybe I'm like, the only explanation I can think of is like literally Tom Hiddleston forgot his blocking for the scene.
Maybe they just kept that shot.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit.
They were like, they look good with the wind blowing. It's fine. But I said with the fire out of the dagger looked like the wands. I also said like the Alliloki like attacking like via smoke, like was chasing Sylvie, looked like the Dementors, like when they were like running throughout London, fucking up shit, like the wibbly wobbly bridge and stuff.
It also looked like whatever the bad thing was in Twitches.
Yeah.
What was that shit?
I don't remember. I think it was just like the shadow.
Something, yeah.
I was scared of shadows for a while after Twitches. Twitches is so good though. But like, oh, you started talking about classic Loki. He's so cool. He literally conjured up a whole city of Asgard.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think that's because he's older and he's had more time to practice his illusion casting. Yeah, so I guess in his reality, he said he defeated Iron Man and Captain America. So in his reality, does Iron Man have the stupid ass clunky? Have you seen like the original? Like, so does he have the ugly armor? In Captain America is dressed like how he was in his like first appearance in the first Avenger, and everyone just looks ugly as fuck.
But yeah, then Sylvie's like, let's work together, you can enchant too. And he was like, how? And he was like, because you're me. And I was like, what? Yeah. Sissy was using him as a power conductor because they like held hands and were like together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, how does enchanting Eliath open a portal? I
Because
was
she
really-
made him not want to attack them anymore.
I'm confused. Where'd he go?
He just like split.
What the fuck?
Like the smoke like parted like the Red Sea.
But like, what was he? So it's like whenever she enchants somebody, she can take over their body, or she can see into their memories and alter them.
Mhm.
This was none of that. I'm confused. So did she like make him go
It's
to
like
sleep?
when they were trying to get on the train, like the guy was like, "Where's your thing?" And then she and switched his like mind like to let them in,
So you think she just like made him go to sleep or something?
or just made him not view them as the enemy.
Okay. So was the portal behind him,
Yeah.
or is the portal inside him?
Oh God.
Because
I
he
don't
moves
know.
around, so is the portal just like inside him?
I don't know. You're asking too many questions, bro. I didn't write this show.
Anyway, there's a castle in the sky.
Yeah, classic Loki. Got. I
Mhm.
said bye bye. It was amazing getting to know
Yeah.
you.
Nice final line too.
I
Glorious
miss you
purpose.
already. Glorious purpose. We miss
Last
you.
words. Yep.
This is from the people who just lost somebody. Your best friend, your baby. Anyways,
Is that In the Heights?
no, that's Mariah Carey.
I'm
We're
screaming.
never gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, I mean
They did it, and they both looked amazing with the wind blowing through their hair.
And they hold hands as
Go
they
ahead.
walk, as they journey into mystery.
They were journeying into mystery.
It sounds like Journey to the Center of the Earth. Like it
Ah.
does. It sounds like something I'm not supposed to take seriously.
That movie was so trash.
It was so stupid. I was in elementary and I was like, "This is dumb."
Yeah.
Like if it,
I think I just watched it because wasn't
Josh, yeah, Josh.
Vanessa Hudgens. I watched for Vanessa Hudgens.
That's the
but
second one, right?
Anyways, Josh Hutcherson
He's in the first one. I'm pretty
was in
sure.
it. She was in it too. Because he had a crush on her. And they were in like Hawaii or something. But
What the
anyways,
fuck?
I said, where's C20 though? Did she?
Dead. I think she's dead for real.
Oh, you don't think they pruned her? You
No,
think
I
they
think
like
they killed her. Yeah.
boo? Well, that's
Because
all for
why
me.
keep her around?
That's all for me. This episode was interesting. I watched it 2 times in a row.
No, Vanessa Hudgens is not in the first one.
Oh,
You're talking about the second one.
whoopsie. But yeah, that's it. This
didn't like-
episode was
I didn't like it. I was just like, I didn't dislike it. I was just like, what the fuck's going on?
I think at this point I'd just be like ready for shows to end. So I'm like, just get to it.
Yeah, I'm just like, just show me the fucking shit.
They're just like, all right, next episode we step into the beyond, and I'm like, I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good episode, but because I like getting to know the other Lokis.
Yeah.
Still don't understand why the black one had to be bad, so we're only left with the white Loki and an alligator.
Unless
But-
there's one black Loki, if those other ones are also Loki. If the ones with President Loki are also Loki, the
Mhm.
one of them was black. He had dreads.
But he also was bad, so that
Oh.
does not help my point out.
But
But yeah, this episode was not my fave.
Yeah, not my
It wasn't
fave.
horrible.
It was fucking weird.
I'm just ready for the finale, but I'm also
ready
not.
for Multiverse of Madness.
I'm.
Everyone, stop playing games, honestly.
I don't want to see nothing but that. Well, I want to see Shang-Chi,
Yeah, straight up.
and I want to see No Way Home. But
I kind of.
why is Doctor Strange in everyone's movies before his own? Because
When
he's
is
in No Way
his?
Home. That pop with like the shovel, it says Spider-Man No Way Home on it on the box. So he's in that one too. And I'm just like, ugh. He was Loki in WandaVision. Apparently the commercials Wanda was seeing were supposed to be messages from Doctor Strange. So he's everything now. He's the center of the MCU.
he is a, what is he called?
Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer Supreme, and he like looks after all of reality. So that makes sense. Well, I guess he looks after all of reality and does something about it, because there is the Watcher, who just looks at shit and doesn't.
And then
do
there's the
anything.
Eternals who just go, bitch, I don't give
Who
a
sometimes do something, maybe.
fuck. They're like, so what if Thanos is killing half the universe?
The way I don't care about the Eternals except for Kit
It
Harington,
got,
maybe
it
like
got
having.
a stacked cast though, so it better be good.
I just want to. I mean, have you seen the movie Crash? That movie sucks, but it's full of celebrities.
No, I haven't.
Or Valentine's Day.
I didn't expect that movie to be good. These are our shirts for today. I got a WandaVision shirt.
Yep, this is a. You've seen this image around.
Thanos
Classic.
with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Classic comic art. I wore this shirt to meet Tom Holland. When I
Insert picture here.
yeah, I guess. That was so embarrassing.
I could never meet Tom.
It was not like the amount of money I paid was embarrassing, but
Speaking of Tom Holland, apparently him and Zendaya are dating.
that's so funny to me.
And even though I have shipped them since Spider-Man Homecoming, I was depressed the whole day.
I said go off. We love you.
I was just jealous that I can't be their third. That's all. But yeah, that's all for today. Like, subscribe, listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
We do be tweeting sometimes.
And watch our other videos.
Watch our videos. We talk about High School Musical, the musical, the series now. We also just recorded a Black Widow review. Check it all out. Check out our The Falcon and the Winter Soldier videos if you want. Adios.
Bye.